Welcome back to another video, guys. We're back playing ranked. Since the last episode I have tilted a little bit, but anyway, we've tilted back up and now we're playing gem grab double swoosh. I quite like this map. Spike, Crow, all very good. With the bushes, I think Tara and Ali are really good. As you can see, they've actually banned the Tara, which is quite big. I love to play Tara on this map. I've gone for the Mort ban. I just think Mort at this level, once again, he's just so good. And he can just sit in that bush, do all that damage, and then run off. The Cord ban, I don't mind. Once again, they actually banned the Crow, which was really big. The Rosa ban really threw me off a little. So looking at what my teammates wanted to play, he was flashing a Gus, which as a mid, is quite a safe pick. I really don't hate it. The Spike was actually a really good shot, and shock, I'm actually going to pick Spike this game. The Ali, I thought this is going to be an absolute brilliant Ali game. If you can play Ali well, and these bushy maps, you can do so well. So looking at their comp, the Squeak first pick without gadgets kind of off-putting, because I don't think Squeak's the best. The Sandy is actually really strong on this map. I do have Sandy maxed out, so I'm considering starting to play her again. The Bow, interesting mid. The Otis, pretty good brawler. They've actually got a pretty decent team. I just think the Ali that we have is going to play so much better into it. And I'm actually going to play this game with Cactus because there's no assassins that I really want to put my big shot onto. Alright, we're into game one then. My Ali's going to do some big dashes and make her way onto the right bush, which is the exact place to be. I'm going to place a couple of curveball shots, just trying to get some vision on people, see where they are. My Ali's doing a pretty good job. I can see that we've got an Otis quite high up. I obviously can out-damage an Otis. And with my vision gear, it does kind of make things kind of easy mode. As you can see, I can just align my curveballs to get it in. But Sandy can just do so much, especially with that super and that stun. She's really good in gem grab. Unfortunately, my first Cactus has gone down, and I'm going to have to wait a little while for the next one. I'm kind of not trying to shoot to not give away position whilst I'm low, especially because we're all grouped up. But Otis in that corner there, as you can see, I can kind of just keep peeking him. And some really nice shots from my, whoever that dude is, takes him out. And then my Ali, look at her, just absolute swimming about. She's so good. Ali's actually a baddie. I did get the baddie Ali skin in my first love box, which is absolutely 10-10. Actually, no, my second. Anyway, Bow goes down, and then Sandy's put on another super. So I'm trying to get out of its range, just chill, heal up. Trying to not give too many shots out just yet. The Sandy I can see is pushing back up, so I'm going to wait. Ali's put her gadget on, which means we should have vision. I think she's got the vision gear. Well, she should have the vision gear. Just going to put Cactus there so that if people try to peek me, they don't. Otis misses his gadget, which is really nice. And then I'm actually just going to throw my super up just to force them out of that area there. I thought Ali would have gone back into the bushes by now, but she hasn't. And once again, vision gear just playing absolute dividends here. It's so important to have. Ali makes that kill. And then from here, it pretty much is just protect the Ali. I've got my hyper, which is really important. Neither of them have their hypers. Bow's already been slowed. Going to take out these bow mines very early. I'm going to make sure Sandy goes down quite quickly. Ali's still got plenty of health. It's actually going to go on a rampage to just take everyone out. It was actually really close, and that Ali was trying to sell, but she doesn't, and we get into the next round. And here we are, we're into round 2. A really dominant victory, the Ali putting in absolute work. The Squeaks actually gained quite a good amount of shots on. They decided to move lanes and have Sandy on the left, which is fine, but once again my vision gear is going to help, and because I could do so much damage, it's quite nice. I'm not that big of a fan of Cactus gadget. I honestly still feel as though I prefer the other one. But anyway, Ali's going to get a nice kill there. I'm pretty sure somebody's still in those bushes. Yep, I can see them. I'm choosing to not heal up, so maybe I can just pinch him out with a Squeak, but Squeak doesn't want to push up, which is fair enough. I think that shot still hasn't taken out. Finally, Squeak takes it out. That gives me the opportunity to sit behind my Cactus and heal up. Ali does go down to the Bow, unfortunately, and we've got that Bow at one shot, but it's fine, I'm just trying to get some shots down. I've pushed them all the way onto the right side of their bushes. And then I've got Cactus and Super. I'm going to play Cactus early just to avoid them being able to come to this left-hand side area. We're getting a really nice pinch. Squeak's probably... Yep, Squeak got some absolutely beautiful shots there. And that slow is amazing. Otis does, for some reason, take out my gadget whilst walking into it, so doing damage. My Ali's playing a little bit aggressive. I'm scared. Okay, Bow's definitely not in that bush. The Otis isn't in that bush. The Sandy, I know she's going to be there, yep. So I put my hyper down. And then those two shots get her down to one shot. And then one of these, in fact, Squeak does it for me. And he gets that 10th gem, which is absolutely beautiful. From here, I'm just going to stay up and just throw shots out. Just throw them everywhere, trying to get some information of where people are. Clearly can see where Bow is. I die before I can fully move my super onto the Bow. But it's fine. Bow actually misses where the Squeak is, which is great. He might go down though, which is quite scary, but thankfully the timer goes on and we win that game. And of course, looking at the statistics, 10-1 for my squeak is insane, but we go 5-2, which ain't bad. And we move on to game 2, which is Bounty Shooting Star. This map always reminds me of I Could Use a Wish Right Now song, so I really love this map. Once again, a map I can enjoy because snipers really dominate. Jeans can do well, but my Jean gameplay isn't perfect yet. Pierce, absolutely great first pick. I really wish I was better on Pierce, and I am practicing him. Once again, as you can see, I still hate more. I have died far too many times to last pick Mortises to be happy. They banned the Jean, which is great because at least they were going to ban the Jean. They ended up banning the Bell and the Spike. Sorry, Crow, I don't really care. B, Barley, and Bell. Meh picks, I don't really care. I would love to see somebody like play a Kaze in this map, it would be good. I get first pick, and I actually want to get one of the best snipers you have now that B and Nani aren't here. And I think that's Piper. Piper can do really well. I oftentimes do pick Brock into this, but I don't really enjoy opening up this map too much because there's not really many spaces you can use his gadget. And I kind of just like the damage from a Piper a lot more. It feels more fierce. We've got them wanting to play the Jean too, which is really big. I think Jean heals are going to be absolutely important. Byron's going to be a great shot because he just outranges people so much. Byron, very underrated. The Gus too, I usually like to ban Gus just because I hate his shot. I think it's really easy to hit. The projectile's a really big size. I also really hate the fact that he can just get that one gadget and then do so much damage. He can provide so much pressure, especially when he's got his shield as well. I'm just not a fan. The Angelo pick, I actually don't hate it at all. Oh, he actually goes with Pierce instead. Perfect. If he's a good Pierce, this should be a relatively easy win. I am a little worried that we're going into a Gus. I think Gus's are just... I really do hate him. As far as last picks go, they could literally go any assassin and give us a somewhat good amount of trouble. Brock, yeah, they missed the chance to go an assassin. I think something like, as you saw in the first game, having the alley could do a really good job against me especially. I'd have to run the other gadget. And then Jean would have to run the other gadget too, and so would Pierce, to be honest, if we don't want to definitely die. But once again, Brock can do really good damage. They definitely outrange us slightly. So I'm hoping my Jean can get some good pulls, and I'm going to try and get as many shots as I can. Alright, and we're into our first round. Let's go. I always like to do one shot onto the left, and then have my god gadget, ready to press in case we get a hit. We've got the Gus, who's getting a couple of taps on by the Pierce. I kind of don't want mid, I just don't think it's worth it, so I put us both here and I've moved Pierce up onto the left. Sorry, into the mid. I do allow the Gus to push up though, so it kind of was a mistake. I'm kind of really annoyed that I did that, especially how much pressure I allowed them to have by doing that. I think I'm going to learn that in the future. If I'm going to have mid, just take mid. And then from here, we actually do get some good taps on, so we've got Gus low and he's just standing there. And that should be Brock down, so that's perfect, a nice first shot. Misplaced my super, but we managed to evade both the shots really nicely, and that's a second kill. We're now up 4 stars, which is, we're up 1 star, because unfortunately the Pierce, the Byron kills him. Brock's just there doing Brock things. I know somebody's in that bush, and I tried to move out because I knew a third shot would come in. And that's really annoying. I think, yeah, that was a really nice kill onto the Brock. And then Byron does tap me. It's that stupid range. I can't do much against it. I think my Pierce is going to go down, or he's at least 1 shot. And then Gus, he's just sitting there chilling. But once my Jean heals up, he can do those 2k shots at close range. I am dying, so we are down by those 3 stars. It kind of is annoying me, but we get a kill, which is absolutely lovely. We're not the best of players on both sides of the teams, as you can tell. And then this time, unfortunately, he does kill me, but that's why we have the Jean for the heals. I can just chill, stay back, and be topped up. It's such a good strat to have. Pierce does hit the slow, and he does get behind the wall, but a really good kill from the Pierce. God, that extra projectile is so unnecessary, but I love it. And then a Hyper Byron is probably going to get at least 1 kill here. But a really nice Gene pull does allow him to not escape. And then it's up to me to try and maintain some form of lead. But thankfully my Gene will get this kill, I hope. My Gene should get this kill. And somehow our Pierce does get the kill, and that's a 19-20 win. Very close. I'll take it. Bit scuffy. Lock in. I'm not quite sure how the game ended up that close. Pierce is clowning and shooting me. He wasted all 3 shots, which is kind of crazy. But we won the game, so I don't think he can be too annoyed at us. But anyway, we're locking in. Put that first shot in. That's nice. I'm still waiting to get another shot. I don't really want to go for blue just because Piper at close range can't do anything. So I think Gene really should off. But it's okay. We should get this kill onto the Byron, and that's already 1 We're up 4-1, which is absolutely amazing. This is a much better performance. I've let Pierce stick to the right, which is nice, him staying on the Gus. I think I've definitely learnt from that last game to just allow that to happen. And we're really keeping him pushed back, which is exactly where we want it to be. I'm just trying to top up so I can activate my shield gear because everybody can just attack me. A decent trade by the two of them. It is a 3-for-3 trade, so it's okay. We're still up by 3, but they do have blue. Jean's just chilling in his corner. We get one shot onto the Brock. I don't have my gadget, unfortunately. Gus is just chilling, actually doing a really good job evading these shots. Unfortunately, Byron does take down my Jean, which is really, really annoying. And then Brock taking off my Pierce makes it really scary. Pierce, you were fierce. Very good pull, though. We do get that kill, and that puts us up once again. And then I'm just feeding off these Jean heals. Byron is going to tap me, so I need Jean to give me some heals. I'm going to get back into the little corner. I don't know if Jean's annoyed at me, but we're staying alive and we're getting kills. Gus decides to swap lanes this time, which is really smart from him. We can't do much. We get a nice tap onto him, though. Nearly another nice tap. We do kind of need Jean to put some poke shots on. I am dodging the Brock shots decently well, but unfortunately I do get hit there. And then, I do manage to just about evade that, but I think Brock will get me. We're still up plenty though, we just need to get one more kill. My Pierce absolutely did lock in eventually. I'm hoping I can get this last kill so that I can kind of save myself. I'm not quite sure how my gadget didn't hit that. Really nice shot onto the Brock, and because I've got my Hyper Super, I'm just going to go in. He does a really good jump. We both trade kills, but we get that absolute lovely kill on that Brock, and we finally get a victory. Pierce does get star player, absolutely fair. I still got 5 kills though, which isn't bad. I'm quite happy with myself. Let's move into the last game. And finally, we're into our last game, which is going to be Brawl Center Stage. It's quite nice that we've actually got to play all these different modes in this video. It's quite nice. Now, Band, Spike, Rico. Rico quite big for me. Even Crow can be good. Once again, going to go with the Mort. I'm not allowing an assassin to do it to me. I might forever ban Mortis, to be honest. I understand he's not the best ban, but once I get used to countering this new version of Mort, more than happy to change it. Meeple, very odd. But okay, Frank, pretty decent ban. I'm actually quite happy with it. He's just a big beefy boy who just runs everywhere. Their bans are very solid. The Rico, the Ems, and the Cord. Quite happy with. I actually look at that, Shelly, and I actually think that's a pretty good second pick, to be honest. Gale is not very good in the meta right now. He can be good, but I just think he gets out-damaged and out-countered so easily. So I'm actually going to go with an Otis. I think that Otis is really good because anything aggressive they go into, I can counter. Like this Rosa. This Rosa, for the most part, I will get the advantage of. She may get the advantage off early if she has, a gadget and a super, and then I probably will die. But with my Hyper Super, I should do a really good job into it. And I really like this triple Buffy Spike into this play too. I think the Bee's actually a very underrated pick on this map. I don't really see it a lot, and I actually quite like it. But I really think between the three of us, we can definitely take on this Rosa and do pretty well. And then I'm not really sure about the Gale. I guess it'll be up to me to do it. But let's get into our first game and see how it goes. Also, low-key, looking at the fashion Brawl Stars, that Rosa skin is so cool. I love the cartoon and the 2D, 3D skins. They're really cool. Great slow just to see where we are. My Shelly's just chilling in and around bushes. My Spike's I don't actually know. Spike's pretty much on a holiday. Got some really, really nice taps there. With the vision gear, it actually makes things a lot better too. We've got really nice vision on Rosa. We can see she's behind her bush. I'm trying to not get caught up too much. There you are, we can see the Rosa. And then there we are, we've got the super onto her, which means she can't do anything, and she gets taken down. My Spike's kind of just chilling in the back, like playing some form of quarterback role. Not that I'm American and I have a clue what a quarterback does. But anyway, Shelly in the right bush. Not sure what Shelly's doing in the right bush. We kind of want to maintain mid-control. But it's fine. Gale super was absolutely unnecessary. And then from here, I'm kind of scared. But once again, I can just cycle that next super and then I have nothing to worry about. Gale just is giving me the ball, so I'm going to wait for somebody to pass the ball this way. Perfect from the Shelly. I think she's going to pass it, yep. Then I can just... I should have thrown it up. I do get the super. Sometimes my fingers misclick when I'm auto-aiming and they do stupid things like that. I know the Gale's going to be there. I told you, I had that feeling. He's probably going to be back down again, yeah. His movement was quite predictable. And once again, Rosa, I just need to get super onto her, which is absolutely perfect. Nice. The game's still pretty even. That Bee's providing some really nice pressure on the left. Unfortunately, my Spike does die, so I'm going to move the ball onto the left-hand side. And then 1v1ing a Gale, I'm quite happy with. Me and Shelly can definitely do work here. With 50 seconds to go, I kind of would have liked a goal by now, but we'll take what we can get. I'm passing the ball over because I probably am going to die to this Bee, unfortunately. I'm not even going to let him now that he's got that big shot. There is definitely going to be a Rosa in this bush somewhere. And then here I go in for a really nice play. I do my hyper super onto the Gale to stun him, and I shoot the ball in. A really nice play. Spike's giving me that appreciation. It was quite close, and I just made the play and we made it work. But now it's the big part. We've got a Rosa down on our right hand side. That beautiful stun from the Spike does a lot of work. This is why we went triple tank counter essentially. And going Rosa made no sense. I'm just going to corner the ball. I don't want to take any risks. I know that a Rosa will probably be coming down very soon. We've got that B relatively low, and then I've got my gadget to take it out. Perfect, we get a kill too. And then from here, all Spike has to do is get rid of the ball, as he does. Rosa pays the hyper super to no avail, and that's game 1. And now we're into the second round. Okay, that Rosa, she did cause us little bits of pressure when she could, and I kind of was panicking. And I'm kind of scared I'm going to do that again and just like misclick my clearance. That's like my biggest fear at the moment. I don't really get Brawl Ball very often in ranked, so I need to stop practicing it a lot more. We are getting relatively low here. B can probably 2-shot me and take me out. And then Gale, I'm actually going to play my gadget onto. We really need to get that Rosa down, so please Shelly do something for me. That's nice. We managed to get the ball out, and then I'm actually just going to go up the right hand side because B could be anywhere in that central bush. I had a feeling she'd be there. Dodge the first shot. Dodge the... Oh, we nearly dodged the second shot. I'm just going to push the ball up and then wait for somebody to come through. We put a gadget onto the Gale and we've got a couple shots onto him. We are very low here, so Rosa can actually just run us down, to be honest. I'm quite scared. Shelly thankfully is healing back up. I probably should have healed a little bit more. I tried to clear the ball, but unfortunately I throw it into the Rosa, and that's so annoying. I'm so annoyed at myself. Yeah, Spike's angry at me, and you know what? I deserve it. I completely deserve it. I 100% understand it. But it's okay. We can lock in. We can definitely do this. Gale, unfortunately, is good positioning. I think Spike lost mental, and we kind of probably are just going to take the L here, but looks like, yeah. It's okay, though. We just move into that third game. They got a really fast victory. Spike kind of got annoyed to me and just didn't want to play. But we've got the chance to reset and go again. And we're into round 3. Spike is still angry. Dude, let it go, man. I don't understand why people can't just reset their mental temporarily. Like, you can be angry after the game, but not halfway through the game. And then look at us here. Look at him. He's already wasted so many shots. Rosa's getting so... How is Rosa 1v1ing a Spike and winning? I'm having to scout these bushes as best I can because I just don't want somebody running along. I'm going to throw my gadget to avoid them being able to come down this left-hand side. And then I'm going to wait because I know Rosa's going to come round this way, and then I can just super her and then pretty much eviscerate her. Some really nice taps onto there, but the B can definitely one-shot me. I do manage to evade that, whatever that rattling hive is, so that's really important for us. Gale's kind of playing this kind of badly. We also get super onto him, so we can't really do anything. And then from here, I'm hoping we can actually stop it. Thankfully, we do. I kind of need Shelly to get the ball out at some point. So from here, we're just chilling, trying to get some shots on. We actually do manage to clip the B really nicely. I'm going to leave the ball just so that we can take out this Rosa. There you are. We've got this stun onto her, and then she's gone. Then from here, yep, Shelly, all she has to do is run up, throw the ball, and super, and that's the first goal. With over a minute and a half to go, we're in a really good place. Oh, look, suddenly Spike wants to be happy again. Oh, look at him. I'm 100% trying to go for star player just so I can prove this Spike wrong, that I am him, even though I really am not. Some really nice clips onto the B once again. Otis is just so universal. You can generally use Otis on almost any map. I genuinely believe it. Spike super wasn't bad because that means Gale is down. We do kind of need somebody to be hitting that left bush because I knew they were both in there. I super the ball up to the Shelly because I know that she's got hyper and super. She tried to be a bit cute with it, but it's fine. B has no clue where we are, so I can kind of just chill here. I know Gale will come down soon. There you are, there's a Rosa. Big, fat, beefy Rosa. Sorry, maybe let's not fat shame the Rosa. Big, beefy Rosa just coming out. I'm actually spreading my shots best I can so that at least one of them can clip it, because in these bushes, because they're like 2 or 3 tiles wide, you can actually push up on people easily if you evade their like 1 tile shots. Another hyper super onto that Rosa means she's gone. And then honestly, Shelly can just do the exact same thing. Super, shot, goal, light work. So that's 3 out of 3 wins. Like I said, we're going to go and get star player at 6 and 3. Absolutely destroyed the Spike. Thank you all very much for watching. I really hope you enjoy it. We're going to keep playing ranked. I'll hopefully see you in 2 days for the next video. Have a good day. Bye.